Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how I do the valleys and the tunnels. It's a pretty straightforward one, and I basically use the tracks here, and you can see the gaps I place in. Sometimes I'll do two. The valleys I just use one. I think the tunnels I do two gaps after the latest concrete. The principle for laying the concrete remains the same all the way around, and you can see that in the last video. So all I do here is I can see that there's a gap here and there's a gap here. So all I need to do is just use Axiom delete feature to highlight the area which is there and there, and go delete. That moves me to the next gravel. And let's put my gravel down. Let's hit R. So this one's now, you can see this is going over this one, which means I need to put another one here, which means this column here needs to go on the next round. And I just go through there to there. Now when I hit delete again, I come over to this one. So we go delete that and go up and delete there, bring it up to there and go delete. So we still have our gap coming in around this side, and we just put the gravel down again. So if we put it down there, so it's that one there, and if we go to this side, it's here. Hasn't quite crossed over yet because you can see the gap there and there. And it's the same again. We've got to go back to this one and create that space. So once again, we go up and down here, take it up one, and delete. If you don't know how to use Axiom, get online and learn it, because it's a pretty interesting way of going about it. Okay, still not quite there, but it's getting close. And eventually, if it goes around too far, we basically change the way we do things a little bit. But its principle on laying the gravel doesn't change. So I'll just keep going through this a little bit longer, and we'll end up breaking through any second. Yeah, okay, so it's gone through here, you can see that, which means I now need to extend that piece of gravel, and I can do that once again to here, which means I'll still need to get this piece out next. So you can see we're starting to actually turn a bit more. The curve is bringing us around this way, this direction more, instead of working in this direction. We're going to work in this direction. But the principle still stays the same. Get out of the way. We go there, there, there. Okay, so it's got another piece of gravel to place in. Oops. Let's put that one down there. Okay, so we've got, now if you look at this, if we put it here, see we've got the cable going here. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start putting my gravel east-west rather than north-south. All right, so I'll put another piece here and get rid of that line there. And you'll find as we go, things will start to move around in a different direction. All right, and we'll just make sure that when we do our lines, we make sure that when we go up, there's a line there, so there'll be another piece there, but we're still doing that at the moment. So him's there, moving along. That's good, and because there's one there, we put one there as well. Okay, and we just come back again. Check it. So you can see if we're looking this way now, we've got the line touching the gravel and the one next to it. And we'll do the same. So we've got the line touching the gravel, we'll do the one next to it. That way. Same here. and you'll see lines touched in there, so we use that one. This one's clear. And you'll see this line, this side will start getting longer and longer as the curve goes around. Just there. So, and if you're not sure, just put the block on top. As soon as you see it overlapping and touching, straight over to here. That goes all through. Leave one there, and that one's good there. Now notice this is getting longer here. We're actually starting to change our directions. We're nearly through actually. We've got about another half a dozen or so to go. So I'll quickly rip through this. Okay, so we've broken through here. So it'll be a little bit quicker and we'll just follow our way around. And then I'll show you what I do to the sides. Just bear with me. Just finishing this off now. One there, one there, one there. Okay, so we're through the tunnel here now. Now, basically what I do, you can do anything you like here. You can even leave it flat or as it is, vertical. But I'll usually go 2 blocks up all the way through and take these layers down. Like so. And then I'll go another 2 blocks. And just leave it at that. Usually just to give it a steep slope going up. So actually there, then back another 2 there. And when you get into really big valleys, this gets fairly pronounced. And it looks all right though. Sometimes I'll just line it with copper, with cobblestone or something, or some bricks. That's about it, really. We can line it with cobblestone or just leave it as sand, but just pulls it back a little bit. Sometimes I'll put grass through here, but we're in a desert now, so I probably wouldn't suit very well. And I'll just keep doing this side. Okay, and that's about it for the tunnels. The basic principle is keep the gap, when the line goes over a piece of gravel, you have that one and the one next to it, and then keep the gap to the edge of the track. So the good reason for this though is when you put your fences down, you can put it down. Sometimes I'll go an extra one so the fence doesn't touch the wall, but that's sort of neither here nor there really. And we go from there. So now when we go into the tunnels, same principle applies. So we haven't got there yet. We'll do these. I'll do these up through here, both of these, and then I'll extend the line from here, from this point, through to the next S-bend, which is going to be way over here somewhere. All right, so it's a fairly big line joint over to here. See it there? So it's going to be a fairly lengthy tunnel coming through here, and I'll show you how I get that to work properly. But I'll leave it there because that's about 16. It'll be about a 5-10 minute video, and we'll get into the tunnels next time around. I'll show you the lines, and we'll go from there. I'll catch you on the next one.